All right, Alienware motherboard. Part 2 of this as well. Yes. Yeah, highlight isn't limited. All right, anyways, let's get this installed and see if we get this thing back up and running again. So, set that over there. All right. So, let's get this motherboard. We got our replacement motherboard in. Let's get this out of here. Captive, captive, removed, removed, captive, captive, removed. Please come out easy.
Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel.
There we go. That out of the way. It's over there. Next, we need to remove these screws. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 2 on the back. And then we can start removing stuff. 1, 2. Come on. There we go. Rear quarter off. Now, slowly start removing everything over here, because we have to remove literally everything to get this motherboard out. So this is for the SD card, the NVMe, SSD. That is for the SSD. Got that. Now we need to do the fans. Fan. And the fan stays connected, but we need to remove them because it's one of the things that holds the motherboard actually in. And then fan, and then fan. Now, motherboard, that one there, unplug our DC jack. We should not need to remove our DC jack on this. These need to come out. These actually hold this in. They go through. Yep. Okay. And that was the only ones we need to remove from back there. One more there, one more here. Now, I forgot one more screw in the fan. I thought each of them had 3. Now, there we go. We flip this guy over, and now we go through the process of removing all of this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Has our Wi-Fi on it as well. And now, fun part, removing our CPU cooler. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's it. There's our motherboard. And what we isolated in on was a component underneath this that was heating up to the point, which was this right here. It's heating up to the point where there's no way that it was working correctly, but I couldn't find just a straight up replacement for it. We're gonna set that off to the side, bring this guy in, thermal compound, up and over. Am I about to put this thing on here upside down? No, I am not. Yep, we're the same. There we go. eBay, correct. All right, let's get this back on here. Same order on the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, Emily, it's good to see you too. And I asked what you were doing. Make sure we get these fans plugged in before I forget. Fan 1, fan 2. And then line this up like so. We plug in both the Wi-Fi and this daughter board at the same time. It's crazy, I know. The next one. Now, something that I had forgotten when I put this back together was back on here. As you can see, I now have 2 of them. So the only thing that this one has, which someone pulled off of that one, kind of makes me want to put this back on here, is this. Now we're going to maintain a little bit more of a factory look with this. Put that with that. And now, that in there. These single-sided DIMMs. Bring this back up. Flip this back over. Yep. Had that right. Sure, we're not bending anything that needs to not be bent. Am I upside down? I think I'm upside down. And I was. So now, we're going to take a few minutes. All of these cables that we got sitting down here need to come back up to the top. So our touchpad, our keyboard. Let's see, that guy there. Nope. Touchpad, keyboard, battery, speaker, Wi-Fi, our power button, video, and battery. So this is why this is supposed to go over this, under, and we're going to plug each of these back in as we need to, but we don't need to right now at this second. We need to make sure we get all of these little components plugged back in. Let's get all our motherboard screws reinstalled. That's not one. I'm just asking what you're doing, Emily. Just having conversation. It goes there. It goes there. One goes there. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to hook up our power button like so. We have our DC jack hooked up. Have our display hooked up. That hooked up. We are going to do a post test. Something that bothered me was this goes right there. Okay, Emily. You save a little bit of money doing it that way too. I appreciate that. All right. moment of truth. We have a blue light. We have a power button. We have fan spin. We have a power light on our motherboard. Or excuse me, on our keyboard. Just waiting to see if we get a post. Fans are spinning. And this will plug in this battery now. So that way it can actively reset its CMOS. And now we wait patiently. Usually HPs take some time to power on. Dells, generally no, but we're just gonna wait. Our third fan spin. Fan spun down again. Hasn't turned itself off yet, which is positive. Fans up, fans down. I mean, this is a Ryzen processor with DDR5, so this could take some time. This is the fun part of my day. I'm starting to think something's actually not right here. Right back. I have nothing out of this. We have no video. We have nothing. Try with a single stick of memory. You have to see as we power up, power out. Fans do not continue spinning. Just ordering some parts. I have computer list for sale. I got to drill some holes in a palm rest. I got to see what's in this box that just came in. Well, this is unfortunate. It's not looking good. The other thing that's happening is I am unable to turn this off by pressing and holding the power button. What's going on, King? I haven't broken anything quite yet. Guess put this in, that in there, that in there. Swap these just in case. See if this, oh, that's different. We now have keyboard, oh, that's right. I didn't have that plugged in before. Fans are off. Power light is orange. Power light was blue before. Turns blue when you plug in the power. Well, this is exciting. Let's see if we can find anything on the internet about this. So interestingly, the keyboard is now off. You can see it lighting up over here. Yeah, it looks like I can't even tell if the screen's trying to turn on at this point. I don't think so, though, which is aggravating. It doesn't look like it ever tries to get to the video out portion. Add another thing in here just to see if it needs the SSD to be installed. That shouldn't be what this is. This sneaking suspicion that we're dealing with an actually dead motherboard. Someone just pawned it off. We'll see here. Needed the SSD plugged in for some reason. We now have a post. Dell's, man. I wonder if something wrong with this hard drive or this SSD. So we have video. Did not boot to Windows though. Put that in there. See if that changes anything. Please, oh wait. This is one of those situations where I am curious. Well, this thing's definitely gonna have BitLocker because it's a Dell. I'm curious if this motherboard is configured. Why would they do this? I do need to reset. I need to get into the BIOS. If this motherboard is configured so that it specifically has to have the exact components that it was supposed to from factory, so the exact amount of memory, this at least a single SSD installed in it, and that's like if it doesn't have those things, it just doesn't post. Like in what world would that be a thing, right? I've seen crazier things from Dell, perfectly honest, but it's got me wondering here. Like, oh, you don't have the keyboard installed, not going to start. Oh, you don't have the trackpad installed, not going to start. Wrong battery, won't start. I'm not sure what that even means. What does that mean? For those wondering, this is now installing a BIOS update. I'm going to put this on this. Maximum speed. Got to remove the computer from manufacturing mode, and then we'll finish putting it back together. It looks like it's starting up. Yeah, Emily, I feel fine. And now it has to memory learn again. Because we did a BIOS update. So we just did a BIOS update. Let's finish putting this back together. And then we have something I've seen for the first time personally ever. And we're gonna look at that because this is it's a rush for the guy. And I have wanted to see this happen, and now I will actually get to see a little bit of investigation into what might have caused it to happen. And it has to do with that gaming PC that you guys saw me bringing in up front. Get these reattached. This will be a nice little payday. No. You're close, though. I'm not going to say you're not close. It has nothing to do with the GPU. It doesn't have anything to do with fire. But it is that level of what the heck happened here. Somehow, how does this keep happening? Every time I take this laptop apart and I put it back together, I end up with a single silver screw and like no explanation as to where it came from. Okay, this should be it, and then we'll flip this bad boy over. Get the bottom put on, get the back put on. Yo, I don't like you. I hate these connectors and everything they stand for. It's damaged? It is damaged. That's why it's not going on there. How does this get damaged by somebody? Thankfully, it is the auxiliary, but like still, hate these cables. Okay, next we have that, which goes in there. Okay, and we have 2 from the back. And then on the bottom, it's not a bad thing, but it's just not going to help you with anything. We only have 4 more screws to put in, and I have 6. Oh, that's right. It just does, like, there's no benefit to it. All right. Alrighty. Now I'm going to show you how to quickly take the bottom back off of this, because, you know, it's good to practice taking panels on and off of a laptop multiple times, so that way in the future you remember the struggle and then don't forget to do things that you're supposed to do with said laptop, because, I mean, who wouldn't want that? Again, gently grab this corner, lift all the way down, up and out. What we're going to do is we're going to take this one screw that I put in the wrong place. We're going to slide that right there. Put this one screw that I put in the wrong place on like that. Put the bottom back on. Be happy about the fact that we actually don't have any extra screws. Rescrew all of these down. Yeah, I think so. I just need to get it out of maintenance mode, or excuse me, manufacturing mode, and then this thing will be out of here. This will be this will be good, which is Alt F, I believe, right? There is a service in there, but I need to go into the BIOS regardless. What does it continue? Does it specifically say up there? FNX. All right, so, and then we need to go into the BIOS. All right, now I need to go into setup, BIOS setup. Enter service tag. Make sure I enter the right service tag. So that should be that. Yep, we'll be right back. Type that wrong. This one here is FN plus X. Man, why is it trying to do this? It's trying to do a network boot. I need to disable that. How do I disable? There we go. All right, we're good to go on this. So let's get this guy out of here. How much was this motherboard? Yeah, not quite. You're close though.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bradenton PC Repair. If you want to learn more about my services, you can check out BradentonPCRepair.com. And if you have questions when I'm not streaming, you can get a link to our Discord down in the description below. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.